bottom up method and top down method. Bottom up method means, let's suppose we are making big building. So we start from small brick, small concrete, etc. We start from small thing and we make bigger thing. Similarly, here we take atomic ingredients, small things, atomic level things, it assemble, it makes some shape, and finally we get our desired target shape, that is called two-dimensional material. And we start from very small thing, minute things. Top down method means we have already building and we want to make it into pieces. And the small piece is our target, that is called top down. We have already big things and we want to get the smaller thing. Look at here, we have this block of two-dimension transition metal dichalcogenides, and we use some methods. I will explain now what kind of methods. And we use some methods to get two-dimensional material, just like this one. We get the smaller material using top-down methods. This is basically, we will explain bottom up, we will explain top down methods, right? Bottom up method, we have two methods here. Chemical vapor deposition. It is clear from the name. We use chemicals in a form of vapor and it deposit on a substrate. Here we use two powder. One is sulfur powder and another is transition metal powder, because transition metal dichalcogenide has a formula MX2. M is a transition metal here, this is the source, X is a chalcogen atom, sulfur, right? So we use two sources, one is sulfur source, another is transition metal source, right? We use some heating procedure to heat up and it convert into wafers, and the wafer just deposit on a substrate and we get our desired substrate, right? This is one method. Another method is called hydrothermal synthesis. This method is also called chemical methods, because we basically use chemical reactions here. So basically what we will do, we also use start from small atomic level. We use the precursor and we use aqueous solution basically in autoclaves, and using the help from temperature and pressure, and from small thing basically it agglomerate. This is called agglomeration in growing structure, and finally we get our desired structure, two dimension. This is bottom approach. Now the top-down approach is very important. This is called mechanical exfoliation. Exfoliation basically means removing of something. This is 3D block, and when we remove layers, it becomes two-dimensional. This is we call exfoliation. Very simple, right? This is our transition metal dichalcogenides bulk, three-dimensional crystal, and we get two-dimensional crystal flakes like leaves. Look here. This is a simple method. This is we also call Scotch tape method. Like you know the tape. So we use tape here and we just stick tape here and this material, when we stick tape here and then remove, and the material just stick to the tape. And then we take the tape here, and this is a substrate here. This is a substrate. And we put the tape on this substrate and we just deposit the material on the substrate. This is how we get our two-dimensional material of this transition into digital.